Hey, Naomi, can you do me a favor during the interview? Just take a quick snapshot and send it over to me.
For sure. Hannah,
thank you.
Can you turn on your video, please?
Yes.
Oh, smile, angels. Show your beautiful smile, ladies. Mary, can you turn on your video, please? Hannah as well. Mary Joy. Can you hear us, Mary Joy?
Hi, Miss Naomi. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with my camera.
Okay. All right. So, Hannah, show us your beautiful face so we can get started. Okay, smile, everyone.
Wait, do it again, Naomi. Do it again.
Okay, one more time. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Good evening to you, Lorna. Good morning to you, Angels. So thank you so much for joining us today. Lorna has been working with QVA for quite some time. Unfortunately, the VA has personal problems, so she needs to leave Lorna. She can't help her at all. So yeah, so we will be doing the group call again, or the group interview, Lorna. We have Cass, Diana, Mary Jane, Princess, and Hannah that you can ask questions today. You can
okay, perfect.
I'll just stay here and
I'm reading your lips, Naomi, but I think I know what you said. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you all. So I just want to make sure I have everyone. So Naomi. So is Mary as well, Naomi?
Mary, yeah. Mary joined.
Okay,
Hannah,
and then Hannah too.
Hannah is using 2 accounts, but just one person.
Oh, okay, I got you. So yeah, thank you guys for joining so early in the morning. I know it's pretty early over there. Wanted to just get to know you guys a little bit better and kind of why you're here. So I guess let's just go down the line here if we can. Do a quick intro of yourself. So I'll start with Princess because that's the first one on my list here.
Good morning, Miss Lorna.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I am Princess, 28 years old, a graduate of Bachelor of Science, major in Tourism Management. And after I graduated college, I got hired from that school, and my job is a marketing staff into their newly opened course, which is culinary course, wherein my task is to market the said course, which is the culinary. I went to different schools to conduct different activities like career talk, giving flyers, and somehow encourage them to enroll to our school. I also manage their social media accounts like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and email, where I post quotes with regards to cooking and foods every day. I took pictures of our students as well and post them in their social media accounts, school social media accounts, while cooking and having their class. I am also the one who designed the leaflets we are giving away and the poster we are posting outside the school. And I think that's basically it for my first job. I also got hired as a receptionist and reservations officer in a hotel for more than 5 years. Wherein my task are, of course, check-ins, check-outs, lots of phone calls, inbound and outbound, attending to guests' concerns, also manage their social media accounts to post promos and discounts, manage our online travel agencies like Agoda, Expedia, hotels.com, and other platforms to adjust rates if we have promos and code reservations on our system. Not to mention, I have also knowledge on using WordPress where I have my own account, but not that much followers. I also have knowledge on using Canva. That's the platform where I'm using to edit videos and photos. If I have the chance to be hired by you, I can help you promote your business using social media accounts. And that's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Princess. Let's see, who is next? Cass?
Hi, Lorna. Nice meeting you.
Hello. How
It's
are
great
you?
to be here. I'm good. So, by the way, I'm Cass. I've been in the freelancing industry for 2 years already. Actually, most of my clients are coaches. So, most of them are business and mindset coach. So, I've been in the HR industry for about 5 years. My role is an organizational development manager. But when the pandemic started last 2020, I transitioned from different career, which is freelancing and focusing on social media marketing, because I think that is my passion, because I also had an online business selling wellness and beauty products. So I think during lockdown on pandemic, my option is selling online, but I discovered freelancing industry, which is I can use my skills in social media marketing into social media management, serving service-based entrepreneurs. So I think I made the right decisions in transitioning my career, because I can work anywhere, anytime, wherever I want. And also, I love working with coaches and business female entrepreneurs, because I'm also inspired by them. And I'm inspired to work because I love working with women who are passionate in helping other women. So
Cool.
yeah, and actually, my strength is social media management. I handled my clients as Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and but I don't do phone calls. I only doing a DM strategy, DM marketing, and lead generation using LinkedIn and Facebook group. And I love doing a design. I use Canva also. And also I do basic video editing for reels, for TikTok, Instagram reels. Yeah, that is what I enjoy
You
doing.
do the editing yourself?
Yeah, actually I just a basic editing. I use applications from my mobile phone. And you're from Georgia, right? Actually, I have a client
Yes.
from Georgia. She is a business coach, but I only work for 1 hour a day. Just do an engagements in her Instagram and LinkedIn. So my VPN is you're actually I can work on your on your account, because I have a VPN. I can
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
locate. My location is in Georgia, even though I'm here in the Philippines.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice to meet you. All right. Who's next? Hannah. I think you're on mute, Hannah.
Is it me? Hannah, Diana.
Hannah, we can't hear you.
Hi, Lorna.
Hi.
Good morning. I'm
How
so
are you?
sorry. How are you
No
today? Thank
worries.
you. Thank you
I'm
for
amazing.
asking. um, by the way, let me introduce myself. I am Hannah Abigail Canales. I took up associate in hotel restaurant management. I work as a customer service representative or a call center agent in 3 BPO companies here in the Philippines. I have I have an experience in taking phone calls, inbound and outbound. I also have an experience as a phone call appointment setter and as a telephone sales representative last year. What we do is taking phone calls and schedule appointments. I've been a VA for a long time. Um, I, I I became also a front desk officer and a front office associate in hotel. I also tried working basic project and part-time as a virtual assistant for 1 year, handling different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So I basically, it's all about social media management. So it is like creating content, posting, setting appointment, and lead generation. So back then, I worked as an appointment setter and social media management under Sir Christian, and I also have basic editing skills like Canva. And I would love you to know that I've been stalking your social media profile, and I see and I see that and I see that you help project managers create multi six figures, right? Work streams
Yeah.
as sort after project mavericks with proven cultivator system. And you have a
Yeah.
and you have a Facebook page named I am Lorna Davis. Am I right? Davis, right?
Yes, you're correct.
And I'm also glad you post on your page on a regular basis, which is good because any platforms we have what we call algorithm, and consistency is always the key. So I'm really excited to working with you and help you grow your business. I know that the system can be learned. I'll treat your business as my business too to make sure that we have the same goal. And I think I'm up for success. I think that's all, Lorna. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you, Anna.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Diana, I think you knew I was going that way. You came off from mute as soon as I said your name. Diana?
Hi. All right. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, Lorna.
Yeah, we can hear you. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, good, good. Thank you for asking.
All right. So I am Diana Rose Badana, 24 years old, and I was a administrative assistant in a pearl farm here in the Philippines for 2 years. And I just resigned last October 2021. Right then, I became a call center agent in a telco account here, also in the Philippines. And right now, I am working in a project based in a government agency. And yeah, we are dealing with project management. So with that, I do have a client before, but then with the problem with uh, the shift is morning, and I have the project here, local work. So we decided to stop. And right now, since my contract will end this June, so I am getting back to being a VA. So I can handle social media accounts, help with them grow as well. So yeah, since I stalked your account and had a glimpse that you are in a project management, and my current work is in a project based, so I got interested. So that's it.
Cool, cool. All right. Did I miss anyone? Mary?
Hello, Lorna. I'm sorry. I'm having a trouble with my camera right now. Maybe it's because of the
That's okay.
internet connection, I think. All right. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
We can hear you on audio. No worries.
Thank you so much for considering. Well, as for myself, I am Mary Joy Villegas. I am 28 years old, and I am a full-time mother of 4. I am very diligent and very passionate in everything that I do. And for my work experience, I've been a freelancer virtual assistant since last year, and I experienced working with an American client. He's a teacher coach. Uh, I manage his social media account, specifically his LinkedIn. I send DM or direct messages to his LinkedIn connection. I also do the lead generation on LinkedIn, and I also do email marketing, and I know how to use tools for email marketing like MailChimp and Network Solution platform. Also, I had experience working with as a lead generation specialist and appointment setter and a cold caller for a real estate company in Florida. I make phone calls to the property owner and ask them if they want to sell their property. And then if they are interested, I'll schedule or book an appointment with them for my client. And also, I can help you with social media management. I am good in creating content and graphics. I also love editing photos and videos using Canva. And I can help you schedule your posts on your Facebook page to keep your page updated and active so that your followers will stay connected with you. I think that would be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Okay. So thanks for introducing yourselves and telling me a little bit about your background. I really, really appreciate that. As I get to know you guys, I just want to ask some scenario questions, if that's okay. So tell me how do you guys handle things that you don't know how to do? So if a task is assigned to you and you're not sure of how to do it, what steps or methods do you typically take to kind of get through that? So we can just kind of go down the line again. So Princess, I'll let you start. Is she still on? I think we lost Princess. Okay, let's keep going. Cass?
Yeah, actually, there's nothing wrong with asking if I don't anything, I don't know anything. If there's a task that I don't know, I need to ask a help. Actually, we have in QVA, we also we have a different skills. Our team has a different skills, so we can collaborate. If I don't do any if I don't know something a skills that I'm not good at, and I need to be transparent with my client because I don't want them to have an expectations, and I can deliver what what they are what are they expecting from me. And actually, before the onboarding, on the onboarding process, I am transparent what skills I'm good at, and what skills I'm not good at. So with that, at first everything is clear. We have the clarity with my client, so there's no false hope or any disappointment. So I don't want to be just I know everything just to please my client. No, actually I'm very transparent what skills I'm good at, but I'm still learning. I'm still upskilling. Actually, I'm on the process of learning the sales funnels, but I'm not yet implementing it. So my strength is more on social media management. So with that, you can you can trust your social media accounts because that is my strength, and my clients are are happy with my social media management.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask that question differently. So I respect that you are honest about what you can or cannot do, but if it's something that you are not comfortable with doing, do you just not do it, or how do you handle that scenario?
No, because once I have a commitment and the trust is there's the task that I need to do. Of course, I need to do that because I'm committed, and that's my clients are paying for me. I don't. and it's very unfair with my client if I don't do the job.
Yep. I gotcha. Thank you for that. Princess, I see you're back on. You didn't hear the question.
Yes, sorry, I
So I
got
want to be fair.
disconnected.
Oh, no worries. So the question is, how do you handle tasks that have been assigned to you that you may not know how to completely do? Like, what do you do with those types of things?
I will, of course, I will study with that task. I will, what I do is I will also, I always search for that task that I didn't know and learn and study. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Princess.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hold on. Who did I miss? Because I went out of order now. 1 second. Okay, I got Princess. I got Cass.
Sorry.
This is why I need an assistant to help me keep me on track. Okay, Hannah.
Hi. Hi, Lorna.
Hi.
Can you hear
Same
me
question
now?
for you.
Okay,
Yep, I
thank you
can hear
so
you.
much. So, what will I do is learn my task. Um, Learn my task, study it, and also I am a part of many groups in Facebook wherein there are many knowledgeable virtual assistant where I can ask help. And another thing is there is Google and YouTube where in just one click of a button you can know everything on how to bookkeep or on how to edit things. So it won't be really be a problem. What's important for me is um, having time management and um, having time management's really top priority as a virtual assistant, because in a span of weeks you have to be effective in your job, Miss Lorna.
Got you. Thank you for that. I
Thank you
love
also.
Google.
Yeah, thank you.
Google's my friend.
Yeah,
And
me too.
YouTube has taught my son how to cook.
Yes.
It wasn't good.
Me
All
too.
right. Thank you for
Thank
that
you. Thank
one.
you so much.
All right. Who's next? Diana.
Hello.
Same question. Hey, how are you?
Doing great. So with that, still, it happened with my client before. So I communicated with her. And what I do is that I communicate with her that it's my first time. I don't have any experience yet, but then I will ask help and learn from it and still do the job. And what I've done is that I asked help with my QVAs on how to do it and implemented on the strategies they've done on how productive it was. So that's it.
Cool. Thank you. Who did I miss? Mary.
Yeah.
Same question for you?
Well, for me, if there's tasks that I don't know, I will first do a research. I will use resources like Google and YouTube. I will look for an answer for my questions and how to deal with the task. I will exhaust everything first, and then if there's still confusion, I think there's no harm in asking my client on how to do it, because I believe communication is the number one key when it comes to virtual assistant.
Agreed. I love that. All right. So real quick, guys, how do we handle pressure? Because we all know, like, there's days where things just go smoothly, and then there's days where it's just like, oh my God, what is going on in the world right now? So how do you handle pressure at work? So we'll just go down the line again. So Princess, can you answer?
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yes. I'll just focus on my work and don't mind the things. Yes, that's what I do, and it's that's what I do on my work, my previous work, and yeah, that's it. I just focus on my work and don't mind the things that is not helping me.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Cass, what do you do?
Yeah, of course, when I get overwhelmed and there's a pressure, I rest for a while, breathe, and think of positive things. What and back to what is my goal, because when you are goal oriented, and if there's challenges or struggles that you're experiencing, you need to go back to what is your goal. Then the motivation, and then you will be motivated again, and yeah, and learn to breathe and rest for a while, then move forward.
Yeah, that's important, especially working with me. Like I have a lot that I got going on, and there'll be times where I'm just kind of throwing 20 things at you, and I need you to say, but what about the other 5 things? Which one am I supposed to do? Like, just keep me honest, because I don't remember sometimes, really, right? So that's a good response. Thanks for that one. Hannah?
Hi. So for me, I can handle pressure, right? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, how do you handle pressure? Like, how do you deal with that at work?
Okay, so for me, take care of myself. Take breaks. Also, avoid like that can make you pressure more. So for me, what I do is more on watching videos on YouTube or like social media. Editing, that is what I can do for myself when I feel pressured. So also because of course in a span of how many weeks you've done many things, but for me won't really stop me, because if my client didn't train me, there are many resources wherein I can get answers for it. Miss Lorna, thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you for that. Diana?
All right. So what I do with pressure is that I always set my mind that this is just a pressure, and you just have to focus on your work. So it's all about mindsetting that you will do your job, and of course, it will enhance your emotional quotient with work also.
Okay, cool. And who we got? Mary?
Yeah. Well, for
How do you
me,
handle pressure?
I handle pressure by calming myself and compose myself, and then breathe in, breathe out, and I will think again
That's
about
right.
my motivation and who am I doing it for, and I will think wisely and clearly, it will turn out things smoothly for sure. And I will not dwell on the things that can distract me. I will focus on what I gotta have to do. That's it.
I like the old walk away thing. That helps me. I just walk away. If I like, give me 5 minutes. Give me a minute, right? That's how I deal with the pressure. And whoever has to wait just has to wait.
Okay.
All right, real quick, and this is my last question. I want to wrap up because I want to be respectful of time. So I heard a couple of you mention that you have VA admin skills. Like I heard Hannah mention it. I heard Diana mention it. So Mary, Princess, and Cass, do you guys have any VA experience as well? Like admin task experience?
Yeah, actually, I've been a VA for 2 years already, but I don't. But more on focus in social media management and some, spreadsheet. More on, because I handle also projects, so we use Google Drive. Also, we use Trello or ClickUp, whatever my clients prefer. That is our project management tool. Yeah, and some admin tasks, because I've been in a corporate job, so I know what the office setting, what the tasks that should be done.
Cool. Princess, what about you?
Yes, ma'am. I have experience on admin tasks. It is somehow related on my first job wherein I handles different social media accounts of the school I work for and for the hotel I work for as well.
Okay. And then Mary?
Yes. I don't have an experience when it comes to admin tasks, but it's somehow doing lead generation. Uh, it can also related to admin tasks because uh, there's a tracking Google spreadsheet that we use. So in so I think it's kind of related. But anyway,
Yep.
I'm an adaptable person, and if I know, and also a quick learner too. So I believe if given a chance to be working with you, and then you will let me do the admin task, I am confident. I can confidently say that I can do that such thing.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. Thank you guys so much for your time tonight. I think that's it for me.
Thank you also, Miss Lorna.
Of course, it's been a
Thank you so much.
pleasure. More than a pleasure. Naomi, can we just recap really quick before we
Thank you
wrap?
so much, Ms. Lara.
Thank you guys. It was a
Thank
pleasure
you,
meeting you
Miss
all.
Lorna.
Thank you, Jules. You can jump off now, girls. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Miss Naomi.
Good morning, good night. How do you say good morning and good night in one word?
Good morning night.
Yeah, good morning night. That's right. Thank you.
Good morning.
Bye.
Good morning, good night. Okay, so Naomi, couple of them I liked. I know Jason and I talked about social media DM setting is what we need. But I'm also thinking we may need some VA support too. So like, I like two of them. what do you think so far based on what you heard? And I know you go through most of the interviews here, so, you know, your ear is different from mine.
Yeah, it actually depends on what you need. So if we are focusing on social media, I think Cass has great experience, and I've heard a lot of good comments on how her hands works in terms of, social media and then omnipresence with all of the clients. And she is now working on the DM marketing too. With regards to phone calls, I think Hannah has the most experience. So if you have contact list that you wanted her to call, then she can definitely do it. And she also has background with social media. So all of the girls have different skills actually. So it depends on how you need them.
Yeah, because I was thinking either Princess, Cass, or Hannah. And Hannah, for the reason you just said, the customer service, eventually appointment setting is the next thing we're going to be doing. And she had some good VA experience too. So we can kind of switch the task, like split the task if we need to. Cass, I saw that she had very good social media experience. Princess, I felt like she had good experience too, but I wasn't clear. I wasn't all the way sure. Like I saw that she said she did some social media reception work, WordPress, worked with Kanban, which is good.